Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of TarotCelebritea with your boy Ducky. Today, we are going to be doing an updated reading on Jisoo and Jung Hae. What is their updated connection like so far here in 2024, and just what else is going on with their thoughts of one another, and kind of that's going to be the gist of this video. So remember to take these videos with a grain of salt. Remember that these videos are for entertainment purposes. And why is that, you may ask? Well, that is because we do not have Jisoo nor Jung Hae in here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards, how I'm interpreting the cards, is resonating or is not resonating with them. So just remember to take these videos with a grain of salt. And without further ado, let's get started on their updated reading. All right, so let's do Jisoo and Jung Hae's combined energy for 2024. What is their combined energy like whenever they are around one another or they talk about one another? What is just the combined energy between these two lovely people? This card feels good. King of Swords coming in reverse. Let's keep on going. We got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It's not looking so good, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm thinking in my head. But first, I got to pick a third and final card. This one feels good. We got the Magician. Ooh. Okay, I spoke too soon. Okay, so let's start with the first card, the King of Swords here in reverse. To me, the King of Swords is that intellectual king, right? Very stern in their thought process and what they think, or what they think about and what they communicate. But when this card comes in reverse, I feel like maybe, and because kings represent more masculine energy, it doesn't mean that it's going to be the masculine person in this reading, but more often than not, it does represent the more masculine person. So here, I feel like whoever of these two is a little bit more cerebral and takes charge, and is very well spoken and eloquent and has a lot of great thoughts, I feel like that person may have used their intellect, may have used their their good speaking skills to maybe talk a little bit badly of the other person. And so here I'm guessing that it may be Jung Hae who may have said something, maybe he may have thought something, and it just created this kind of like falling out, is just what I'm thinking about with this 10 of Pentacles coming in reverse. 10 of Pentacles is all about monetary wealth, physical abundance, things that are tangible. But when this card comes in reverse, all of that super tangible wealth isn't really, you're not able to hold on to it, you're not able to grasp it anymore. So I feel like maybe this connection was just very palpable. This connection was something that, the two of them could feel, and other people could feel just like how great of a connection, of a bond they had. But maybe something happened here where someone may have said something, and it caused a little bit of a falling out. Maybe it caused someone to spend a lot of money in order to get rid of this problem. So maybe there was some gossip. Maybe something happened with the tabloids where media was maybe saying some stuff, and the other person had to maybe spend some money to kind of hush. Not me saying like hush money, but it's kind of is like that, where someone had to spend a good amount of money in order to kind of quiet things down, to get this to be resolved, type of thing. So that's interesting. I'm not really sure. Let me know what you think of that, because that's kind of what I'm getting. I could be completely wrong, but that's kind of just with these two cards coming out. the feeling I'm getting of this connection. We also got the Magician, which is a great manifestation card. So I feel like here, the connection between the two of them is that they knew that they created a lot of great things. They created a lot of great moments together. They manifested a lot of wealth, a lot of popularity, a lot of fame in this connection, which is a very beautiful thing here. But I just feel like maybe all of that beautiful abundance that these two manifested in their connection, maybe they had to spend some of that money they made in order to eradicate some gossip, some kind of speaking uh, ill towards another person, and they had to spend some money in order to kind of get that solved, or to lower the popularity or the people talking about this connection. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Some mixed signals here with these three cards. So let's keep on going. Let's start with Jisoo's thoughts on Jung Hae In. So in 2024, when Jisoo, I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing their names. I'm trying, y'all. Someone blasted me on the last video. They're like, who are you talking about? Because your pronunciation's a little off, or it's a lot of off. And I was like, oops, my bad. So I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing their names. It's not my intention, I promise. But anyway, back to Jisoo's side of the reading. When Jisoo thinks of Jung Hae in 2024, what comes to her mind? What does she think? What does she feel? Let's draw two cards. We got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Wands. Okay. All right. Now let's draw two more cards for Jung Hae In. When Jung Hae In thinks of Jisoo in 2024, what does he think? What does he feel regarding Jisoo? What does Jung Hae In feel or think about regarding Jisoo in 2024? The Nine of Swords. Oh no! With the Moon. Okay, yeah. We're going to start here. So remember how I said maybe it was Jung Hae In who may have said something and it caused maybe an uproar. Maybe it caused a lot of people to have eyes on these two people and to focus on them. And I'm thinking that maybe Jisoo had to do some damage control, maybe spend some money to get like an agent or like even a lawyer maybe is, but something happened here. And it kind of resonates even more with Jung Hae In's cards resembling what he thinks of when he thinks of Jisoo. So Jung Hae In, when he thinks of Jisoo, he thinks of someone that maybe stayed up nights crying about something. Maybe people were pointing out, laughing at her, like, look at this. You could see people kind of looking at her and pointing and laughing, and she's covering herself in shame. The Nine of Swords is all about anxiety, not really being able to sleep because you're so hurt. Your mind is running about all these things and you're just anxious. So I feel like Jung Hae In, when he thinks of Jisoo, he thinks of maybe some long sleepless nights that she may have had, crying or being ashamed of what people have been thinking or saying or pointing the finger towards her, which makes me sad. Like, no one deserves that, especially people that are even higher up in the public eye. It makes it harder whenever people are pointing the finger at you, maybe teasing you, making fun of you. So maybe something happened here, and that's all maybe Jung Hae In can think about right now in 2024 is Jisoo's difficulty with other people's words and harsh criticism of her. But the beautiful thing here we also got is that Jung Hae In also sees that Jisoo is very deep, very emotionally deep. The moon is all about things that are beneath the surface, especially emotions that are hidden below the surface. So I feel like Jung Hae In, when he thinks of Jisoo, he thinks of someone who's so emotionally deep, who is very um emotionally thought provoking, I guess is what I'm wanting to say. Like, she really helps other people think deeply about their own emotions because she's just so emotional herself and secure in her emotions and secure in her feelings, and she brings that out of people. So I feel like maybe when Jung Hae In thinks of Jisoo, he thinks of someone who's very deep, who's very dreamy, um but has a lot of emotional depth to her, and she's able to also bring out the emotions of other people. But it makes me sad, to see that he also, when he thinks of her, he also sees some kind of like shame, that maybe she has had because she has been ridiculed by others. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Now, Jisoo's thoughts on Jung Hae In for 2024. When Jisoo thinks of Jung Hae In, she thinks of someone who is very ambitious and motivated, who is a young go getter. Pages always talk about younger energies, and the Page of Wands is a very great go-getter and a messenger as well, almost kind of like the Page of Swords, where they're just very lively and they move fast, they move quick. So Jisoo, when she thinks of Jung Hae, and she thinks of someone who's very motivated, self reliable, but a little bit impatient, or maybe a lot of impatient. The Seven of Pentacles normally talks about, you know, working on getting things to grow, planting the seeds, and taking the time and the patience to watch the, I guess, watch your hard work, your hard labor, um, start to cultivate into fruit or cultivate into something abundant. But because this card came in reverse, I feel like Jisoo, when she thinks of Jung Hae In, she thinks of someone who's very easily motivated, um, self reliable, ambitious, but all that ambition towards your goals and stuff, sometimes it makes him impatient. Maybe he's like, wow, I did all these things um towards my goals. Now, like, when am I going to reap the benefits? And sometimes he finds it difficult to kind of sit back and be patient and continue working steadily towards his goals without even needing to see the results of his hard labor or of his hard work. He's one of those people that needs to see the results, and if he doesn't see the results as fast as he had hoped, sometimes he gets impatient. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. So, wow, not my elbow wanting to pick up these cards. Okay, let's finish off this reading with some advice for these two beautiful people. So, regardless if they are super close friends or not right now, let's finish off with some beautiful ducky advice. We got the King of Cups in reverse with the Judgment card in reverse. And the Pilot Wheel. You are your own fate and control your own destiny. Yes. Card 36. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 resembles, to me, staying strong, staying resilient, kind of like that 9 of Wands energy. So the advice for these two beautiful people is that they are their own authors of their universe, and they need to control their own destiny, especially with the advice shown up here with the King of Cups in reverse. Someone here, and I'm willing to say it's probably Jung Hae In. Jung Hae In really needs to focus on cultivating his emotions. The King of Cups in reverse talks about an emotionally sensitive person that doesn't really know how to control their emotions or label or be able to, what is the word I'm looking for? Be able to discern which are their own emotions as to which are the emotions that maybe they are receiving from other people. So the advice for these two, but mainly for Jung Hae, is that he needs to work on stabilizing his emotions, knowing what are his emotions versus what are the emotions that maybe he is feeling from other people he's talking to at that time. But yeah, that could really put a damper uh, on his psyche, and it could cause a bad judgment of character. So the advice for these two that I'm seeing is that they really need to be careful of whom they befriend. Maybe both of them try to be there for people that are emotionally sensitive or emotionally immature and they're not able to stabilize or hone in their emotions. And maybe these two people want to fix that. Maybe they're like, oh wow, I can fix him, I can fix her, she just seems a little emotional, I can fix her, I can fix him. No, that's not what I'm seeing as the advice here for them too. They need to be better judges of character. It seems like the two of them, um maybe when they're emotional or they find someone that's emotional, they're like, oh wow, they don't take things for face value, and they think there's something more to it. Oh wow, this person is so emotionally down, maybe they're a little bit depressing, I can help them, I can fix them. No, you cannot, boo boo. You cannot fix anyone that is not willing to put in their own work, put in their own time and effort to fixing their emotions. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And it could be that Jisoo tried being there for Jung Hae In and it backfired. I don't know, but the two of them really need to be better judges of character and not go for people that are emotionally insecure or not emotionally aware of themselves. And they need to focus on people that are much more aware of themselves, much more aware of where they want to go in life, the goals that they have. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. This reading was a little bit all over the place for me, but it just seems like something happened where there was a falling out. Maybe the two of them tried making things work with them, but there's just some emotional imbalance, emotional immaturity here, and they need to work on letting those people work on those things on themselves and not trying to fix them or being like, oh wow, let me help them. Because sometimes, from my own experience, some people will prey on people that are very positive and uplifting, because that's an endless amount of energy for them. Energy vampires or people that are like, oh yeah, Jisoo is such a great vibe, she's gonna help me feel better, and it just drains Jisoo's energy, and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm seeing based off of my own experiences and the cards that came out. So let me know what you thought of this reading. Let me know what you thought of this video. Thank you so much for watching. And remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, sexually, and financially. Love and respect yourselves and others. And as always, stay hydrated. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.